make progress, to keep moving forward, and to kind of grow exponentially and to maximize the time of growth, especially in your 20s as you're kind of rolling into adulthood. Potentially you're not married, or maybe married, have one child, and whatnot. So, number one thing to keep in mind is we are made in the image of God. This means that we have creativity, we have minds, we have a soul. We have a soul that's big enough to actually contain God within it, which is a whole other kind of metaphysical quandary that we could dive into at some point. But the main thing is that we are creative. We are made in his image. What does this look like practically? When you see one of my sons, you would say, that looks like a little Father Moses. Like, people see my kids at church and they're like, oh, I know who your dad is. Okay? But here's the key. The question is, will you grow into the likeness? See, we start with image and we grow into likeness. If my son grows up and makes a bunch of bad decisions and, God forbid, turns away from the faith and screws up his life, everyone will say, hey, he's in my image. He looks like his father. But he'll say he isn't in his likeness. He's not like his father. See, when we don't have God, we don't have real manhood. Because all of real, genuine, authentic masculinity and manhood is based on the person of God. This is why there was a Scott Galloway character who was talking recently in a TED Talk, and he said that he was having such a hard time defining exactly what it is that makes someone a man and what is masculinity. And the reason for that is because he doesn't have Jesus Christ, right? He doesn't understand that Christ is the image of the eternal Father. He is co-eternal with the Father. But when we see Christ, he says, you have seen the Father. You have seen, in a sense, all three persons of the Godhead, right? This is very important because real masculinity means that you are in touch with God, not like an idea, but like a person. And I'll give you an example for this. If you've watched my videos, you know who I am, you know my backstory, you know I've been vulnerable in my videos, you know about me. The question is, if we meet each other on the street, will you know me? And the question is, or the answer is, you don't really know me. You know about me, but you don't know me personally. This is the problem with how many people approach the scriptures and the spiritual life, is they start knowing about God, but they don't know him. Syndrome. They know all the facts, but they don't know the person. So the number one tip, if I was to give anyone how to increase in masculinity, what does that look like? It's an easy one. Silence. Silence. Silence is the destroyer of all boys. When you are forced to sit by yourself in silence and pray to God, not only are you facing the abyss of whether or not God is actually there and hears your prayer, but you're also facing the existential reality of who you are as a man or lack thereof, and there's nothing to hide it. If you were to ask me,
what is up, everyone? So today we're talking about KDE Linux, and that it kind of represents something in its own way, kind of genuinely exciting in the desktop computing space as a whole. That I think deserves a little bit of attention. For one, I'm always happy like a new Linux distro actually out there. It's kind of like a kid with a shiny new toy. Unfortunately, that attention span sometimes goes with it. So, but it's really true when it actually comes from people, meaning the KDE team specifically. But this video is a little bit different. Like, I'm not necessarily doing this video because I'm super excited about the distro with you guys. I'm not going to actually use this in my daily life. I made a video then in turn because I actually know there are those of you out there who watch my videos who are hyper intelligent. And a ton of the time, I actually get to learn from you guys. And I'll tell you my thoughts first on it, which is fair. And in exchange, I'd love to actually have a chance to read what you actually think about this distro. And this could be like positive or negative. In fact, I'd prefer to hear both if you actually want to write all that out. But in any case, let's get right to it. So for 3 decades, basically, he has created some of the more sophisticated desktop software that's actually available, that's out there. But users never really actually experienced it, I think, the way that the devs probably wanted them to actually experience it. Every distribution that shipped KDE, no matter what it was, applied their own kind of modifications and sometimes branding and configuration choices. In other cases, users essentially wound up with kind of these filtered versions of KDE, really, instead of the actual like undistilled versions. And this is basically KDE delivering their software directly to users without any intermediaries that are actually in there like meddling around and modifying the experience, which is going to be, in my opinion, kind of interesting to see, because in turn that means there's no more like waiting months for distribution maintainers to actually package updates, or wondering like if that bug exists in the upstream KDE version or just in your actual distribution's version of KDE. And yes, to its credit, GNOME already has its own OS as well. We've lightning builds, it's a side issue, but whatever. KDE built an immutable system where the core components remain protected from accidental damage. But they implemented it intelligently, in my opinion. Now, the system caches like 5 previous versions. So basically, if an update creates issues, you can instantly roll back without reinstalling or troubleshooting for hours, which is definitely cool. Basically, your home directory remains completely under your control. Software installation works through multiple methods that exist, from Flatpak, which provides the kind of primary mechanisms, but Snap and app images and containerized environments through DistroBox and Toolbox also give you pretty extensive options for running whatever software you actually need to. Now, development advantages with KDE Linux also exist here. Developers working on KDE software save something like 45 gigabytes of space compared to traditional source building kind of setups. Build times, therefore, also decrease pretty dramatically because you only compile specific components that you're actually modifying in that case, rather than like the entire dependency chain. Now, most important for developers, anyways, is that they can test their code in the exact environment where their users will actually run it. And this eliminates those kind of frustrating bugs that basically only appear in specific configurations. The technological choices that we saw in KDE Linux in some ways are forward thinking, I would say, in terms of engineering. Wayland, which whatever you want to say about that, in a lot of cases does provide superior security in a few ways and performance to boot compared to legacy X11 systems when it works, that is. And I know I'm going to give a ton of hate for that in the comments. I don't care. I said it. Anyways, like, Wayland has constantly been ready and almost ready for like almost a decade now. So whatever, like I can say whatever I want about it. Anyway, Pipewire handles both audio and video streams through a unified modern kind of architecture. And BTRFS, which is a file system for those of you that don't know, enables automatic snapshots, compression, and really efficient storage management, which that I really cannot say enough good things about. In all seriousness, like if you don't know what that is, you should definitely check it out, especially if like you're using like Time Warp or whatever. Like it's really cool. System D integration also is great for service management and updates as well. All of these kind of really cohesive modern platform built with current technology versus maintaining compatibility with systems from the 1990s, which I get it. It does make sense. Then again, like I also really like Ex Libre for more than a few reasons that you can see. If you want to look it up on this channel, I have a whole video on it. Anyways, I like the Tor project. This volunteer-driven project operates without advertisements, data collection, or hidden costs, and it's volunteer run, which should earn them a fair amount of respect and right off the rip. KDE, they spent like 30 years basically creating free customer software, and they're applying all of that expertise to this operating system and its development in general from what I've seen. The development process remains completely transparent with clear funding through KDE, EV, and community contributions. Now, multiple planned additions kind of accommodate whatever your use case really is, right? So like different user needs can be adapted intelligently based on whatever one you end up picking. So for example, there's the testing edition, which provides daily builds from development code for Q&A testers and developers who actually want immediate access to the new coolest features. And the enthusiast edition kind of targets power users with beta and stable releases following KDE's actual development schedule. And the stable edition will more or less serve users who prioritize things like reliability over the like cutting edge, bleeding edge kind of features that we see with the other editions. So basically, like whatever box you belong to, they try to sort you into whichever one that you should be in. And the atomic update switching between editions seems to be completely safe. So developers can use testing editions during active development periods, then switch to stable editions when focusing on productivity without risking system stability or whatever. Now, hardware support follows a kind of simple batteries included type of approach. What I mean by that is that it has really extensive driver coverage, to say the least. And these get pre-installed more or less so that you have maximum compatibility, right? Things like modern NVIDIA GPUs receive pre-installed open kernel modules and user space drivers, which in turn provides a kind of fairly seamless functionality in regards to like other operating systems that are out there. We have to do it all like manually, which can suck. By doing that, they basically make it so that users have to worry less about screwing up, more or less. The alpha release is primarily geared towards like devs and hardcore enthusiasts. That alone kind of shows the KDE as a community, as a volunteer community, and their commitment to quality over, say, rushed rubbish releases, right? And if you grab it, you should keep that in mind. Also keep in mind, like this is an alpha release, right? So what are some of the known limitations? So from what I saw, there are some limitations in some of the applications. I think it's missing secure boot, but don't quote me on that. And the manual configuration requirements for, say, older NVIDIA hardware. In other words, it's kind of like your regular alpha stage limitations. Another thing that I found was that supposedly, if you reviewed on the site, they're like, oh, like we don't support VirtualBox. Like you can't run this in a VirtualBox. They said that on the site, I think, or maybe they said it somewhere else. But I saw it, and I didn't like it. So, like, I figured out a way to run it in VirtualBox. Mainly just because I don't like to be told what to do, so I did it anyway. So, if I still have the commands for that and how I did it, I'll try to put it in the pinned comment if I don't forget. I'll probably forget, so you guys can just yell at me like you did in the other video. Like then I went and fixed it. Either way, so it does run, but it's kind of hacked, right? But even in like the hackery environment that I had in VirtualBox, it worked really well. Like it was really fast, it was really responsive, and that was cool. Anyways, one of the cool things about like the entire thing that KDE basically can now recommend their own operating system to hardware manufacturers without actually showing like any kind of favoritism towards actual distros. So direct relationships with OEMs kind of becomes possible along with consistent hardware compatibility testing and update delivery on KDE's own schedule. On like the micro level of this, right, users, which is the micro level, this provides like the most authentic KDE experiences that you can have without any kind of like modifications or compromises or a particular distro's agenda. Because a lot of them have agendas, which is insane, but whatever. On the macro level, like downstream distributions benefit from improvements developed from KDE Linux while maintaining like their own kind of unique value propositions. What I mean by that is basically because they are running their own OS, they themselves will run across improvements that actually need to be made, and in turn will be able to do so, which will actually benefit other users who use their desktop software still but in other distros, right? So the immutable architecture addresses a couple of different persistent reliability problems that have definitely affected traditional distributions. Package conflicts become basically impossible this way. Update failures that leave systems completely broken get totally eliminated. The whole like works on my machine problems between different installations disappear, which obviously is huge. However, it also means that if you have like any kind of supply chain attack, for example, you're totally screwed. The volunteer community that actually created this distro basically really shows us what happens when skilled and motivated people can accomplish when they come together, right? When working towards a common goal. And the same community that has refined desktop Linux for decades basically is now applying that kind of expertise to a complete operating system and the development of that operating system, which is going to be interesting to watch. And I, for one, definitely look forward to seeing what the end result will be when it's out of beta and it hits that year mark, that 5-year mark. Future development includes things like automatic home directory encryption and BTRFS-based backup systems with intuitive interfaces. Now, these features will obviously enhance security and protection, but at the same time, they also maintain the user's experience quality that people expect from things like modern computing platforms. And the project creates new possibilities for how desktop environments can actually be developed in the future and tested and delivered basically to users. And the kind of direct connection between software creators and users, I think really strengthens both like the software quality and in the end will probably strengthen user satisfaction as well by kind of eliminating those traditional layers of modification and delay that exist, as well as eliminating the politics that now infects like so many different distros in so many different ways, where like they actually block improvements many of the times. Just they don't have the same political views as me. It's moronic at best. If you actually want to contribute to the development community, KDE will no doubt welcome contributions ranging from testing and bug reports to documentation and code development. I really look forward to reading you guys' comments in this video. So please let me know what you think. If you've used
Yeah, I don't want to, but like it's just a huge ask. Um, what can I say, guys? Oh, I'm going to say I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine. God,
Morning, Ryan. How are you? Well, thank you. Domestic Terminal 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad now. It's early, so pretty good. Summer is here.
Yeah, well, it feels that way.
Yeah. It'll be a hot one.
Quite sunny.
Yeah, it feels a bit more hot. Yeah, more like summer time. But still in spring. Imagine the summer will be.
Oh,
Now's the best. That's one of my favorite time of the year. Autumn is great. The spring and autumn is the balance between. Let me know if it gets hot or cold. I can change it. It shouldn't take more than 20 minutes. Ten minutes a bit later, you will get instead of 20, it will be 40 minutes. Because now it's started to build up. They're coming from the airport, so by this time start building. But yeah, about 7:30 is chaos.
going on.
Yeah. start to build up. Aquí Qantas goes faster. Thank you so much, sir. All the best. See you next time.
Yeah.
Going to Terminal 1 International.
Terminal 1. Thank you.
We'll be there in less than half an hour.
Great. I need that because it's running late.
Let me know if temperature is okay. We get cold, hot, I can change it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ooh, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. It's a nice day. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really nice yesterday too.
It's like summer.
It is. I don't believe.
Where are you going?
Chicago.
Ah, US.
Yeah.
Holidays or what?
No, this is work. I'm going back home.
Ah, you're from Chicago.
Yeah, I'm from Chicago.
Illinois?
Yep, exactly. Where are you from?
Spain.
Oh, where?
Barcelona.
Oh, Barcelona. I love Barcelona.
Yeah, I've been there a few times.
I've only been there once, and I was very young. It was after I studied in Italy abroad.
Oh, nice.
And then I traveled, backpacking. And we liked it so much, we ended up staying a week. We were supposed to stay like 2 days, and we just stayed.
It's a lot to do, that's why.
It's so great. We got a little place by the beach, and we just lived there. It's
Nice.
But then many years later in Chicago, I met a girl from Barcelona, Ruzi, and she's a dear friend. I have to go visit her. She went back home. But I haven't been back since.
Yeah. Maybe it's time to visit again.
I think it is. It's not far, but the time goes.
Yeah. More when you're having fun, time flies.
Man, time flies. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Goes, goes, goes.
That's why I'm trying to suffer a lot so time slows down.
Don't worry, life gives you suffering. Don't worry. That's guaranteed.
Yeah. But the more you take, the slower the time goes. So it's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's finding the balance.
That's right. The balance. It's always about the balance. How long have you been here?
Almost 20 years.
Oh my gosh, long time.
Very long time.
Yeah, it's very nice here.
Yeah, a lot to do too. It's huge.
Oh my gosh, and I've only ever been here. I always just come for work to Sydney and then I leave. And I never see anything else.
What you do to work must be a busy work, yeah?
Very busy. I work in construction management.
Ah, yeah, it's a lot. It's growing. Sydney growing very fast in that way.
Yeah, Sydney's construction everywhere.
Yeah. And more to come.
But I read yesterday in Australia the disposable income is going down for the general population.
Yeah.
The amount of extra money, all the other countries it's growing, in Australia it's going into negative.
Yeah.
Because it's expensive.
Indeed, yeah, it is. There's a lot of spending, a lot of price rise in everything in general. So I think it's worldwide. This doesn't affect us much.
It's definitely worldwide. Our inflation is really bad as well. It's gone really high, but our real estate is much more affordable. You can still buy a house, depending on which state you live in. But and it varies state by state, but you can still get a relatively affordable house. Here, it's insane.
That's the thing. We don't have any in Australia. Maybe in the middle, but some part like Michigan that you can buy. Michigan would be affordable.
Michigan is amazing. Honestly, I was just thinking about buying a house in Michigan.
It's super affordable.
I love it, and it's an hour and a half drive to Chicago, and it's peaceful and safer. And yeah, my sister lives in North Carolina on the East Coast, and my parents live there, and there it's very affordable to buy a house still, even though it's growing and the prices are going up all the time. My brother's in Colorado, and it's so expensive to buy a house there.
Yeah, Colorado is
very expensive. Low taxes, but very expensive. Where in Chicago, the property taxes are crazy high.
The value also, I don't know if you get what you pay for the quality.
Well, that's the thing. In Colorado, no. You're spending a lot of money for basically a garbage house. And you could spend the same money in North Carolina and get a beautiful home. You know?
Yeah.
So it just depends by area and demand.
And that's the thing. Not everyone is willing to change the environment. Because
Well, the problem is, here's the age-old problem. You go to a place that has affordable housing and there's no jobs.
yeah,
That's the problem. You go somewhere with a smaller market. But, my sister was looking for a job for, I think, 2 years or something crazy.
2 years. That's a long time.
Long time. I mean, her husband has a painting business, so she was helping painting and doing the business. But, she applied and applied. And it's a small market. There's just not a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And it seems like it's just worldwide. It's almost like everyone is in the same level, like work-wise, and it's probably here is not much of that extra money like in other places, but it's still in the same struggle of trying to catch up. All the hopes for be able to buy a house.
Yeah, that's always the hope, right? But it
Yeah.
seems like here, it really seems like you have to have generational wealth to buy a house.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like if your parents aren't helping you or you don't have money from the family, it's going to be very difficult.
Definitely, yeah. You need all money. We always say that if you don't have all money,
Good luck.
yeah, exactly.
I'm blown away. It's like that in the States in certain areas, like San Francisco. God knows why the real estate's very expensive.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. It's like not appealing to me. But
it's really what I believe is very times of, because San Francisco is known for all that hippie era of yes.
60s.
Yeah, so that's the same happening here. I think the base, so the people who actually organized was in that mindset of growing fast.
Yeah.
So they grow fast in the a lot of business people, you know, and it's the way they're in, and it's so, but at the same time only for the people that have that generational wealth.
Yeah, it's for people that have the money.
And when they need someone to actually do the garden, clean, they bring another people that they hardly will have the opportunity to buy that.
That's
dream.
what I noticed. So I have a friend here, and he works for a very rich family, and he does like gardening and maintaining the house. They have 2 houses, and they pay him technically a very good salary.
Yeah.
But because he lives in Bondi, literally he can't save money. He doesn't save any money because he just makes enough to basically survive.
Yeah. Or nothing a
And
bit.
that hard.
Yeah, that's the future of that's why I kind of find sad for the new generations, but there is options. That's the thing. That's a good thing. There is options, and it's moving. And let's say Michigan in that case, in the US, or in Spain, it's a lot of they call ghost towns, but they selling
cheap,
really cheap, so they can
empty,
rebuild.
Right? There's no one there, but you have to revive those areas.
Yeah,
that's right. So same thing. My father's from Serbia.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing's happening there. All those villages got just empty, like ghost towns. Everybody left the city, and now they're starting to move back and try to rebuild these more country, small villages.
Yeah.
But I think the best thing you can do is resist and become as financially independent as you can and invest in land. I mean, you have to buy something. I mean, that's the only way that you can have some sort of independence from the system of control that they're trying to put in.
And that's one of the biggest options, but it's scary because you need to move somewhere that you don't know and rebuild everything.
It's risky. It's risky. It's scary. I mean, look, I think in the U.S., it's still, even though things have changed a lot, you still have the opportunity to come, work hard, buy a house, buy another property, start doing investments, I mean, so many of the immigrants I know, they do that. You know, I work in construction, basically. They're working super hard. They're making money. They're buying properties. You can do it.
Definitely. I think the American dream is possible still. But
It's still possible. It's very much still possible.
It's like everything it's like game. Let's say it gets levels. So now in a hard level, you gotta have even more work, like more effort to get to that point. Before probably was halfway. Like,
that's right. No, you're right. And I think that like you have to really be smart. You know, my father came with nothing, and he came from a communist country where, you know, obviously they couldn't own anything, and they didn't even have a credit system, nothing.
Yeah.
So when he came to the U.S., he had to learn everything about the way that money works and the way the system works. And he educated himself. He said he used to go to bookstores, couldn't even buy the books. He would just sit there and read, you know, the information about the financial system, and then leave. And he's come so far in one lifetime, much further than I can even dream of going, really.
But it took to leave all your people behind.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's exactly right.
Now
I was talking about that yesterday. How I know how difficult it was for him to leave his family, his mother, his country, leave everything, go to a foreign land. You know, my mother's American, so it helps.
More of those days, I believe those days were very family oriented. Like they used to have 10 kids, and it was very a really big effort to just leave behind, you know.
Yeah.
But I think politics always push you. So I think it was Tito in those times.
It was Tito, yeah. It was Yugoslavia. We just went through a really annoying thing because I'm trying to get citizenship for Serbia.
Yeah.
And my father hasn't had a passport since it was Yugoslavia. So we went in 23 and in 24 trying to get an updated birth certificate because he has one from 1947 when it was Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
And apparently at some point they started numbering passports. So we go all over Belgrade and they're giving us the runaround. I don't know what happened, but my father disappeared from the system. They kept telling us, you don't exist. It was so frustrating. I'm like, obviously he's existing. He's right here. But anyway, we got to figure it out. But yeah, it was Tito in that time.
Yeah. Bureaucracy is wild. I think the paperwork and politics is one of the mind-blow experience because you're born there, but you have to prove yourself that you're born there.
And nobody helps, and everybody tells you some, bull. It was really, I said to the guy, what is the process then to get what he needs to get? Because obviously he exists.
Yeah.
He said to me, you don't want to do that.
They don't help.
I can't deal with it.
Yeah. It's happening to many countries now. They just really have, they have cut all these, because in Australia, there's a lot of people that have European background. So they can, let's say, if you have your grandparent from Spain, you can apply to be Spanish because your grandparent was Spanish.
Yes.
Now
and they have a lot of Italians here.
Yeah, same with Italy. Yeah. Italy even better. It was more easy, but now even Italy, they just cut it. They don't want that. Because myself, that I'm Spanish citizen, I'm having so much trouble to get my passport renewed. They want all proof that actually I'm citizen.
Oh gosh, isn't it crazy? I'm telling you, like, finally, thankfully, I just found out this trip. I called my father because I said, look, we have to try to keep pushing. He said, I figured it out. He went through Chicago and he ended up getting it done, and he's getting his passport. So now I can start the process. But what a pain.
Bureaucracy
is a special kind of hell.
And now it's more. It's pushing a lot of politics of no people, kind of like no new people. You don't want new people.
Yeah.
They want the people. It's very, very strange. It feels like.
What do you think about the digital ID situation?
I think everything digital is in technology in general, we sacrifice privacy for convenience. So the more convenience life becomes, the more privacy you lose. So you become more exposed to anything you do recorded and forever. Like not just for you, for all your name, family, and everything. Like saying in the future, your grandkids will say, "Oh, my grandpa was a crazy one, and look, it's the record," you know. And
well, that's right. You sacrifice privacy, but beyond that, I think they cloak it in. They say, "Look how easy it's going to be. It's better."
It is, yeah.
Because it's actually terrifying to me to think what they're capable of when that is the case. When you need a digital ID for work, for banking, to access your money, and they could just turn it off.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, I don't know if you followed at all in Canada during COVID that trucker protest that was going on, and how they froze people's bank accounts.
Yeah.
The government, they were doing lawful protests, and the government froze their ability to access their own money. It's like, talk about government overreach. It's terrifying.
Yeah, I think that's why America is trying also to have a control over guns too. Like,
well, that's the only thing. Truthfully, I'm going to tell you now, it's the only thing that keeps us somewhat free and independent.
Yeah.
I know it's an illusion of freedom in a lot of ways, but for us, we still have a little bit more. We don't have, COVID was way different than here.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you could travel, you could do all these things here. And I think, honestly, the guns is the one thing that keeps a little balance with the government.
Yeah.
Because, honestly, the people are armed. You can only, but see, it's kind of, if you ask me, it's a little bit of like frogs in the warm water slowly boiling.
Exactly. That's what
so they're doing everything out in the open.
Yep.
It's on full display, and people still aren't getting it. And you either get it or you're not. And a lot of people just fall for the distractions and misdirections, unfortunately.
But we flip into the mirror now. I never expect, maybe because I didn't grow up in America, but what's happening is now Miami, you're allowed to carry your gun, like to show.
Oh, yeah, out in the open, I saw.
Yeah.
I saw online this guy riding his motorcycle with a huge gun in his back.
And it's another one that he's next to the police and he just flashing the big.
That's a little bit scary.
It is, but the thing is, I think that's the symbolism of the situation. It's power to the people in a way that shows. It's like a Florida people, I say the Florida man, shows that you gotta represent where you're from.
Yeah.
And that is like, let's do it, and everyone got into that. And I think it's a community, and all communities have their own way to express. And I think Florida have that mentality of like, we strong. They have death penalty there, right? So
probably they have death penalty, honestly, in a lot of states. Definitely in North Carolina, they have death penalty. Texas, really, the blue states probably don't have it, and the rest of the country does.
And that's the way to show that they're strong. Like, let's say like we fighters.
Yeah, we're fighting. Well, I have to tell you, I've been doing a lot of work in Texas. My company's based in Houston, so I go there a lot.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of guns in Texas.
100%,
and I didn't really understand. I was working on a job site, and I took a picture going into the construction site because in Texas they have these signs that say, "If you trespass, you will be shot."
Yeah, I've seen that.
And I think it's funny because you can't see a sign like that in Chicago, So I took a picture like, oh my God, and I walk in the job site, I have a meeting with all the guys, and I'm laughing, and I said, I took this picture like, who's gonna have a gun on a job site? And they all look at me, silent. And then they go, oh, everybody has guns. Every single one of them had a gun.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, and this is just everybody, you know what I'm saying? And the interesting thing about that is I think people will argue it's more dangerous, but in Texas, for sure, less instances of burglaries, even in gas stations or someone coming to your house, they know everybody's armed. It's way riskier for a robber to do that kind of thing because pretty much like 8 out of 10 people are carrying a weapon.
And that's the thing we blame with is the consequence of they trying to do, in Australia, for instance, they doing in Queensland, they trying to pass one bill that is for castle, something like really old rule that if someone breaks into your house, it's like show no pass. So you kind of like you can Because now if you do something against or you hurt the person, you get in big trouble.
Yeah.
One,
so that's the same.
they're passing the law now. Yeah.
In California, they recently passed a law that says basically you can't shoot someone on your property in your house. You can't attack them if you hurt them. You're responsible.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
That's how it is here, but in some like Queensland, because it's very common now. It's increasing a lot.
Burglaries?
A lot more than ever. You see on the news almost once a week, and the thing is, they just kids. We were they talking about that because it feels like these kids, the parents, because you usually have to look at the parents, the education,
Of course.
and they all kids. They're like teenagers, and because back in the days, in my time at least, back in the day ago, we used to get the mom's car, or they just for a joyride.
Yeah, of course.
So now the parents can afford even a car. So what the kids do,
they steal a car for a joyride.
That's
they
right.
do the same thing in Chicago.
Yeah.
It got really bad during COVID, and these kids were taking cars at gunpoint. Very common.
Yeah, right.
And it was just joyrides, and then they would ditch the car, smoke a bunch of weed, ditch the car, and then do it again. But also, they weren't getting in trouble, so it was just going crazy because nobody was doing anything.
Yeah,
that's another problem. It's like I don't know. I mean, in the U.S. and probably everywhere, but definitely it's on full display right now in the U.S. They're really making an effort to divide everybody.
100%. Yeah.
And it's just all a show. I'm talking to people. I don't get the sense that it's. Of course, there are people that are listening to the propaganda and getting all worked up, and they,
trigger. Yeah,
they're like crazy. They hate Trump. They're out of control. Everything's crazy. But then there's the majority of people are just working, living, family. Everybody wants the same thing. You know what I mean? I mean, I would hope you'd find that like humanity and community and like I don't know if you knew, but there was like really bad floods in North Carolina last year, and the government wasn't very helpful. But the people really are resourceful. They came together. They helped each other. It was encouraging to see.
The community is strong.
You got it. And that's what they're trying to kill.
The divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer. It's just so obvious. It's like you have to resist it at all costs and just try to
that's right.
Find common ground.
I don't believe in violence. I don't think we sort out things with violence. Violence creates more violence.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's important to show that you can get violent.
Yeah, because if you can't, that's when violence spreads.
Yeah.
It's like you have to be strong to be able to keep peace,
Yeah, that's right. To show that you actually can do it. And that's why they're doing a lot of now buying, because the war is like spreading and they just want to spend more in defense. Yeah, so you show that you have really good weapons.
And the machine, the big old war machine that goes and goes. Yeah. Makes tons of money.
And that's another thing I heard the other day. They were saying that what saved the America from the Great Depression was actually the war.
Oh yeah,
so
it did.
It's interesting how we're going into that cycle again.
And maybe they realized. I mean, I think probably at that point they realized, wait, this is very profitable.
Yeah.
And there's warmongers, the neocons in the United States push and used to be more on the right, now it's more on the left.
Yeah.
They just want to make constantly bombs and war. And it's all like geopolitical strategies for both,
That's why it feels like that, because now the left feels more in the middle.
More what?
The left feels more in the middle. Like they get more into the middle.
That's right. Well, like traditional left liberal ideas are now center. And maybe even center right. The left has gone so far off into some extreme territory. I mean, I experienced that. I'm like, what's happening? I don't even know. I don't think I've changed my ideas, but all of a sudden I'm in a different place, which is fine. I mean, it's just strange.
Yeah, because the situation makes you think. Like, it's a result of the whole thing that doesn't make sense. Why are we doing this? It just, you question. Before it seems like it works. Everyone is happy, but now I start to know everyone happy at all.
Well, that's I think it's like my dad always says. My father's like, the people always lose.
Yeah.
It's just like that. You know what I mean? That's how it is. It's like that's the same thing George Orwell said. It's like Animal Farm. It doesn't matter who's in control. It's like the people who just lose.
But we're having enough in general. The people now, that's why the governments are scared, because the people start to having enough on both sides, and even in extreme way that if we all get together, that will be a big revolution. So they don't want that.
Well, yeah, and you would think that they would try. I mean, they're trying hard by the phones, right? Put it in your face. It's one of the most powerful drugs. Just do that, do your work, be distracted, and don't revolt, you know?
Yeah.
But in Serbia right now, there's been demonstrations since November of last year against the government. Huge demonstrations.
Yeah.
The media is barely covering it, not saying anything. People are on the streets for months and months and months, almost a year now. And now the police are starting to get violent against the people, which is going to be interesting because Serbs are pretty tough. And they started kind of like beating up some of the kids, the young protesters, and the parents started coming out and being like, you know, like, so I don't know what's going to happen there. It feels like it's getting a little.
Yeah, it feels it's like exactly the same as that cycle we experience. And it's a human nature. We do the same thing always.
It is human nature.
Yeah, and it's like those times, but evolved to modern times. Before probably was pamphlets of paper that slowed down the process. Now we have internet, so things go as soon they got the news, people react quick. So everything is faster than before to happen. And now with AI, it will be scary.
Geez. Yeah, AI is scary.
Yeah.
Now you can't even trust what you see with your eyes because it could all be fake. You know.
Yeah.
I literally am starting to think: is that a real person? Is that a fake video?
Question everything. I think that's my trick too. As not a person, but as a person that grew up with not that much technology, question everything.
I question everything. And once you start doing that, you just do it more and more and more. My mind goes places where everything is possible. I mean, I'm just like, okay, I don't believe almost anything anymore. I mean, and you know, I learned that lesson during the breakup of Yugoslavia because Serbs were heavily demonized in the United States. There was big time propaganda against Serbia.
Yeah, because the communists.
Well, it broke up and they said Serbs and Milosevic were trying to, basically they made us the aggressors. It was a civil war.
Yeah.
There were people on fault on all three sides, but they made it, you know, U.S. had interest in Kosovo to put a military base. They wanted to take that region from Serbia. There were interests for the U.S. there, so they came in on the other side. And the media in the U.S. was super anti-Serbia.
Yeah.
So being Serbian at that time there and being targeted constantly and having people who had no idea, the general public who all they did was read, you know, the basic mainstream media, telling me what's happening in my father's country, you know? And I'm like, but I've actually been there and I've seen it. And there's two sides to every story. But I saw what it's like when you're on the wrong side of the propaganda.
Yeah.
And when I know everything they're saying isn't true. And so then I learned, okay, now I can't trust that at all. I can't trust the media at a young age. You know, we were going to protests and demonstrations in Chicago. And then I thought, okay, well, now I know nothing is really as it seems. It's all something else.
It definitely is a big switch now that's what they're scared. I think that they're scared because before they could actually pay the media to say it's all planned. It's like a plan.
It's all planned.
Yeah. So we tell the people this, so they will react to that.
They will do this. And then we tell them this and they go there.
Now they can't because someone from there actually showing the reality they live in there instead of believing what media is saying that is happening. So you actually have someone that tells them. That's why they're trying to cut internet in some places to don't let that happen. So you can see, you have to believe what media says. So
yeah, and how about that? Last time I was here in Australia, all the phones went dead on one company. You know, the whole country basically had a blackout for like 6 hours or something.
Yeah.
Can't remember which company.
Optus.
Yeah, Optus. And then the same thing, I came home and AT&T went black for a day in Chicago. And I was like, what's going on here? They're testing systems. They're seeing how people are going to react. What's going to happen, you know, if we just cut people off. Trust me, I'm like all the way. I was like, okay, we need satellite phones.
Yeah.
We need to get, but I didn't get any of the stuff. I just think about it, you know.
I think that's when we have to find a balance. I think the balance of things, because if you get too much in one side, you becoming like, I think like extremist is never good.
That's right.
Because they might give you the feeling of like you're doing a lot, like successfully, but at the same time, it's too much. Sometimes it's way too much.
Well, and if you're consumed with something like that, it's like I think it's good to be thinking and to be prepared as much as you can, especially if you have children and a family. Do what you can to be prepared for whatever's coming.
Mm.
And little things, right? Like I told my brother and sister, because they both have nice big yards. I said, look, just buy seeds. Just have seeds.
Mm-hmm.
So like, God forbid something happens, you can grow food in your backyard. You know, it's like that's a simple, easy thing you can do. That's not, you don't have to store a year's worth of food in the basement.
But that's another scary part. In some places they're not allowed to collect water. It's illegal to collect water.
Really?
Yeah, the U.S. Yeah.
No, oh, probably because of scarcity. Yeah, no, thankfully that's.
But no. Yeah, some of not at all. Like you get a big trouble to collect water, and that's the thing. I don't know. I question that, but never no one wants to explain reality.
Wow, I have to go look at that. I did not know that.
Let's find. I actually want to clear up that one too because I'm very curious.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
I bet it's somewhere like California where they have a scarcity, so they say you can. But that's actually
no. They actually is a place that they have a lot of rain, but they don't want. Let's see.
Okay, that makes sense.
Let's find out because it's very interesting. What U.S. what part is illegal to collect water?
That's why. Rainwater is basically public enemy number one. Like, you think nature's gonna let you have hydration without...
Sorry, just
No, it's
trying.
okay.
Because it works. Like, it gets all the information from all the... I don't trust either because it could be, like, manipulate the media, but what part of the U.S. is illegal to collect water and why?
Collecting rainwater isn't outright illegal everywhere, but some western states like Colorado, Utah, and Nevada restrict it due to prior appropriation water rights, where water is seen as part of rivers or streams owned by others, not yours. The states worry it could steal from downstream users or mess with local supplies, especially in dry areas. Always check local laws, though. Many places now allow small setups like rain barrels for non-drinking use.
So yes, Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado is. I worry my brother lives there. It's very dry there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a high plains desert. That's why I like living in Chicago. Great Lakes. You know what I mean? We have fresh water. They're beautiful lakes. You're in the kind of center of the country. You don't have all the calamities.
Yeah, it's important to have water and plants.
Very important. Crucial. What's a 33 on your wrist?
Just it's long story.
Oh, okay. You don't have to tell me. No, I just thought it was interesting.
I think it's because I believe in numbers. Numbers never lie.
Well, listen, I keep seeing a 333, three of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's been following me now for, I don't know, 8 months, every day. Every day at some point, either I pick up the phone or I see someone on a chain. And when I saw the 33, I said, oh, wow, here we go. There is my 33 today.
And I find out very quick in that because it's good to know when you start questioning that. Like I'll show you one thing. Can you tell me what it means 333 in angel numbers, please?
Oh yeah, I looked that up. I know.
Yeah.
It's a divine number. I don't know if you know Nikola Tesla, but he was believed very strongly in 369. Those three numbers.
And everyone have different. Let's see what is.
Some say 333. Different folks see it as a nudge to trust your intuition, embrace growth, or even a sign you're on the right path spiritually.
Yeah.
Others link it to balance, mind, body, soul coming together. Any vibe it's giving you right now?
So that's the thing. I think we have stages in life and everything is numbered with age.
Yeah.
When you hit 33, it's important because that's the time you have to focus in more. The 20s have been left behind.
Yeah.
So numbers have a way to guide us.
They do. I completely agree with you. Tell me your name.
My name is Eric. Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
to go. Barbecue grill. Mm-hmm.
What's up, Peter?
Barbecue time. It's a barbecue. It's excitation.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's excitation. I read
Reading the space.
barbecue and grill.
Excitation.
Excitation grill. Read the description.
If it was a barbecue potluck, what would you guys be bringing?
A
TFS barbecue potluck. Depends on what everybody else is bringing. That's what I'm trying to get at. So, God, what would you bring? Go ahead. You're the host.
I got all the meat covered.
I'll bring potato salad.
Oh, mango.
I don't trust you with stuff.
I'm not gonna trust mango with potato salad. Oh,
I'm glad everybody trusts me with the fish. That's what I will get. Yep, stick to that. That's right. Soup included.
You like
You
shrimp?
say something, motherfucker.
what do you mean you don't trust me with steak? But
This is great.
Well, see, you're not from the Midwest, so like, it's not.
That shows the America hit.
Very good. Excellent.
it was
You're not from the right part of America.
it was in effect. Oh, mango. Is there any fruit in the potato salad?
What? Is there any what? Fruit?
What?
In the potato
No. You're picky as fuck. One of you don't count tiny slices of cucumber.
And potato salad? That would be worse than something weird.
There's a flag on display. There's a flag. Damn.
Wow. Wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even notice.
No.
You wouldn't even notice.
Mom, tell me.
What do you mean you wouldn't notice?
Like your mom told me you didn't even notice that put cauliflower in the potatoes, did you? You didn't notice. Yeah, bitch, I noticed.
You guys put celery in it.
No, we don't put that.
Well,
What the fuck kind of?
you guys
I put celery in my
have not
potato salad.
experienced
You can put salad, but it doesn't taste
straight
good.
away.
Oh no. No, I put it in potato salad. It just depends on what kind of potato salad. There's like 4 different types of potato salad that makes.
Yeah.
I put celery salt in my potato salad almost no matter what.
It's fucking
I'm boiling it.
It's very cold.
What is wrong with you guys?
Boiling egg is so good in the salad.
Don't hate us because we got fucking seasoning. Not go together.
Damn.
That's like mashing a fucking cucumber and putting it with your mashed potatoes and gravy. Fucking crazy.
This is
It's soup to dip.
this is mango. Strike that first attack.
I'm not bringing any.
Saying it to fucking attack someone else, you know? Fuck, man.
Ah, good.
It's a really quick drop it, got slow. You just shot mango instead.
It is a pretty bold move. South. I'm just saying.
I would bring potato salad too.
That's not something you just fucking volunteer to bring here. No, like you can't eat everybody's potatoes.
Wow.
I agree.
That's what fucking
Everybody's good. There's a couple different styles of potato salad, and some of them are more like widely approved of than others.
Yeah, mango.
I vote.
Move, man.
I think I baked beans. I get squash. I get baked salad. Barbecue choose our meat and sides. And Gab and Bonnie said, I do all the meat and the fish. So the only thing and desserts and
Why are you yelling at me and Gob?
Because Gob likes shrimp. Gob likes shrimp.
Ooh. I would bring a platter and some sort of cream puff.
Yeah, thank you for speaking nicely, Sim. Jeff does like that.
Even a veggie platter.
This is the relationship I'm accustomed to.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, we're trying to be hospitable, but you know, she's going at it. Like, look at you guys, got all the look at me.
No, I was not even going at you. I was going at the fucking person who's like, what the fuck kind of sides are these? Because there's no other options when two people have taken the meat off the option.
The baked beans are disgusting.
You went first. You could have gone.
We haven't even gone through all the meat yet.
Ooh, I like
these.
Yeah, we could have done green beans. We could have
You're
done
going to be an expert at cooking goat.
That's an expert.
You could have brought like the poultry.
Ooh, then he's
Jim can.
I like jalapeno cheddar bratwurst and a ribeye.
Yeah.
And I assume that God got me covered.
Yeah, actually, I do.
So.
Yeah.
I like it.
And then macaroni, cornbread, and then your standard Midwestern. I just said macaroni,
chicken.
I'm going to say that my
this is the no, but if we're good for having this, my wife is making macaroni and cheese.
Chicken cheese.
To be fair, that it's really much preferred, especially if it's like a larger thing, to have like 2 of each type of side and stuff.
That's also true.
It's a potluck, you said. Come on.
I mean, this is extremely, like, we might as well just everybody eat at home and we'll meet for coffee at this fucking stage. And everyone's gonna fucking pick around and be like, hey, your fucking like potato salad sucks. I'm making the mac and cheese. You guys suck for bringing all the meat and like,
He's just nagging. He doesn't want to bring anything.
yeah, so he'll get the fish. He doesn't want to show up with the fish. Wow.
Wow, that's flaming the chicken, dude.
Fucking celery salt.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in celery?
Wait, bring in chips and dip. You don't need chips and dip.
What the?
It's garlic dip.
Why do you need chips and dip, Sam?
That's not tzatziki, bro.
Wait. Let's say it's a Super Bowl party.
Well, that's different than a barbecue.
No, because the two can be one and the same. Like, I could have crawfish too. Well, not really, but maybe. Theoretically. It's the perfect time of the year.
Maybe I'm just a straight fucking beaner, but there's like chips and dip at every fucking event. Like, I'm so confused right now. What do you mean, why would there be chips?
You got chips and dip at Christmas?
Wow.
Yeah?
That's crazy.
No, that is
Super crazy.
There's always going to be chips and salsa at the very least, right? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
not die here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's not
Sorry.
Illinois thing.
Now you're like not even accepting my culture. That's
Oh
crazy.
my God.
You and I
That's
celebrate
crazy.
Christmas.
Now you're denying
Celebrating
my culture.
She said she was going to get rice and
I
beans.
had salsa and chips, but
Sam didn't say rice. She just said dip.
I want chips and dip, goddamn. I want rice.
I get in the deep.
Can anybody make a spinach and artichoke dip?
Yeah.
I like spinach and artichoke.
That's what I'm talking about. I love that shit.
Look, Bob, you got a PF Chang's close by, right? We can just all go there. We can all go to PF Chang's.
Hey, what the fuck?
Right? Yeah. Now,
Potluck.
honestly, here it would be better to just get somebody to cater that shit. Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
There's no reason for anybody to cook. You have a big backyard? We set up
What
different
about the
stations.
bonding, you guys? What the hell?
Like the cooking aspect of it, Sam?
Yeah.
Because we're not going to cook together, we just be bringing food.
Yeah, but you're still putting love and effort into the food, and then we're all tasting each other's food together. Like, what? Better than some fucking PF Chang's? Don't even insult me right now.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, PF Chang's was kind of insulting considering where I live. It really was, yeah. What if I told you to bring back your dish?
I'd rather go to goddamn McDonald's if you're gonna be fucking offering PF change.
That damn.
Marcus.
That's a bit much. Don't you think?
I mean, no. Maybe if you said like, what's that place that's kind of crappy but kind of good?
Applebee?
And Express, then that makes sense.
Applebee,
In
JP.
and out. You know where we should go? We should go to Katsuya by Stark.
JP, if I
What?
Have you been to Katsuya?
No.
Yo, JP, I got a question for you. JP, if I take you for a date to the Applebee, what do you think about that?
I wouldn't go on a date with you for one.
Nah, but just imagine, like I know, but
I know.
imagine I'm not Eric, I'm someone else. I'm a handsome man. It takes you to Applebee. What do you?
Okay, I just have to preface. Okay. The answer is, and I don't really care. I actually kind of like Applebee's because, like, I'm a child of poverty. So, like, an Oreo milkshake and something else for a night with some shooters might not be the worst thing, especially if you're a good time.
Wow.
Yeah. You give me some mozzarella sticks, a couple of shots, and an Oreo milkshake. I'd be fucking happy.
That's unbelievable.
When you say
the appetizer at pub for having a wait.
I can have an Oreo milkshake because I'm on a date. What the fuck?
Wow.
Wow.
I'm gonna be me. And if you take me to Applebee's, you best believe I'm getting mozzarella sticks, an Oreo milkshake, some shots, possibly like one of those fishbowl drinks if we drinking.
Wow.
What, like sangria or something?
I don't know.
She went from I wouldn't to like, yo.
No, I just had to preface that if Eric was like, hey, JP Lynn, let's go on a date, I'd be like, I'm sorry, Eric. No, thank you.
No,
but in a hypothetical where I was going on this date no matter what, like my ass was walking through Applebee's, then yeah, there's nothing wrong with Applebee's per se. Especially like, I think that women, especially if you are not in a similar income trajectory, who are like, my man has to make $250. My man makes fucking great money. And let me tell you, expecting a fucking man, especially depending on their industry, to make over $100 and something thousand a year is maniacal unless they're running their own business. And guess what? Men don't run their own businesses when bitches are fucking critiquing the hell out of them because they don't have the confidence nor the willpower to do so. So like if your man cannot afford to take you out 6 times a month unless he goes and takes you to Applebee's, and he's like smiling, being nice, having a great time, like I'm gonna go and I'm gonna have a great fucking time. Like I'm telling you right now, I have favorites on this menu. I went there as a kid. I have not been to Applebee's in many a year, but
I haven't been to Applebee's in like 20 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's been a hot second. But if it's standing and they got an Oreo milkshake, I can make that shit work.
But I still remember the milkshake. Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
when I was a kid, Applebee's was busting. Like if I was like a 13-year-old girl and a boy asked me out and took me to Applebee's, ooh, that's living. And we weren't even able to drink yet.
I love you, JP.
You added the drink menu? Like I said, I mean, honestly, the biggest problem with dates is like the dude's a dud. He can't hold a conversation. He's really not that interested in you. He's sitting there bitching and moaning in his own head about how much he spent on the date and whether or not you're going to fuck him.
well,
So if you're going to have a good time and we're going to have a great time, like, that's awesome.
okay, awesome. I'm sure both of you will have a great fucking time together. Big Fed, what are you bringing? And what will you cook for us?
I'm not bringing anything. Sometimes.
Wow.
I'm helping with cleanup. Like I'm helping.
Wow.
I appreciate that, actually. You know,
How did that? Something like you. This is good.
after I eat, I don't want to clean.
They probably have a console for the kids.
She's worried.
Honestly,
It's just
I'm gonna
about
stop
the
if Bigfoot brings anything, because if she's gonna be there to like take my plate when I'm done and like just be like clean, like tighten it up.
Wait, what?
She said she's gonna clean up. Uh-huh.
No, no.
Uh-huh.
It means like everybody's going to clean up. It's just it's going to like you still gotta get up.
I'm gonna be walking around cleaning up. I'm gonna be like, hey, are you done with that?
No,
No, not at all.
No.
Like, dude, you're not even gonna ask me if I'm done and take my plate back. Never mind. I was feeling it for a second.
Is it Applebee's in Illinois? In Chicago? Do you guys have that?
Yes, Eric, we have Applebee's. Why are you so up on Applebee's?
I don't know. I just curious because I think Illinois is different than the rest of the US.
It's not.
You guys do different.
We're not. God, you have Applebee's and Chili's, yes? Yes. See? Everybody's got it. Every state's got them. Don't worry.
We crash everywhere.
They're not doing that well.
Not every state has a White Castle, though.
Oh, yeah, White Castle's busted. We do have a White Castle.
Also try.
You don't like White Castle, or you don't have a White Castle?
We have White Castle.
You don't like it?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
Why?
It's good.
Not good.
What?
Yeah.
Especially trashed? Great.
No. Ugh.
Oh, okay. That's so sad. And the onion rings are good. And the chicken rings.
We eat onion rings.
You don't like onion rings either?
No.
What?
They feel it.
Onion rings are delicious. What are you talking about?
I don't like onions. I don't like onions.
You don't like onions? How can you not like onions? Onions is like a base flavor of anything good.
No, not anything good.
Put onions in everything, God. What are you talking about?
I'm not going to give y'all the lore. Y'all will deserve that.
A caramelized onion will change your life.
Oh my God, Dave Nealon.
What are you talking about? God, if you're making me a burger, you better be making me some fucking caramelized onions up on the side. Who doesn't like onions? Raise your hand if you don't like onions.
I don't like onions.
I want to see how many onions. It's fun. You like onions? Like any kind of onion? Like onion ring, raw onion.
Not really, no.
Yum.
It's the most eaten food in the world.
I don't know about that.
Pickled onions, so good. Pickled onions.
I don't really like pickled onions.
I love pickled onions. That's
But you're supporting my cause spectrum, so I'll accept.
You love hot too.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really trust your taste.
I do.
I can't trust your basic ass taste, Gob.
All right, Sassy.
I love onions.
I'm a girl. There's a difference.
Wow.
I'm just a gal.
In the world.
You're helping, Peter.
That's all that they'll let me be.
You're a helper. You know that, Peter.
That's awesome.
You're a helper.
Maybe you could like start up the Applebee's equivalent in Australia, Eric.
I think that'd be a good idea. I mean, people need some affordable, cool food. You know, someone to take your girl there or your boy.
Sure.
It is affordable.
Yeah.
It is. It's cool. It's fine.
Yeah. Affordable and cool.
I don't think it's not affordable. I didn't say it wasn't affordable.
It is. A milkshake, what do you want, like $6?
No, Eric, we just said that we haven't been to Applebee's in like 20 years. I was just playing my hypothetical game of if we went there. I have no idea how much it costs. I'm assuming it's not great quality because they're not like hopping, but like I know they were like, again, I ate there 20 years, 30 years ago in poverty, and I thought it was like the greatest thing ever. when you're in college, you know, you take a bite of those stale mozzarella sticks and you're like, damn, if they're all this is for $36, like, could I get more? And then you find out the answer is yes.
That's pretty good. That's rich. That to me is rich.
Feeling like trying to convince yourself that you can be happy as long as there's an Applebee's around you.
I mean, makes sense. Yeah. Any little detail.
No, I said it doesn't.
It does make sense because you're gonna be happy with anything that is affordable and everyone enjoy it. I think that's the idea. Everyone enjoy it. Even the people have high income, you know, like anyone.
Well, affordable is relative. Like if you go in there with two people and you're not drinking and you're not doing this, but you can run up a bill real fucking quick. Everybody gets 2 fucking desserts, 2 fucking apps, 5 fucking drinks. I mean, like you could, like anything can become unaffordable very quickly.
Did you say 2 fucking desserts?
And 2
Yeah,
apps.
who's ordering that, bruh?
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
2 desserts?
Are you kidding me, Sam? Sometimes when I go to a new restaurant with me and Justin, we'll order 2 to 3 different apps. We'll each get something, and sometimes maybe even a third plate if something looks delicious, and then 2 or 3 things off dessert, plus a drink or 2. I gotta try it all. I gotta know if I like it. I'm a tourist, baby. What the fuck? Step aside. Let me fucking live. I know how to do it.
But 2 desserts?
Why not?
If you're getting 2 of anything, why wouldn't you get 2 desserts?
That's the best
know.
part. That's the sweet side.
Especially if the desserts are good, because honestly, I feel like a lot of places' dessert menus are trash and I can't eat off of them. If I find a dessert menu that's like busting, I'm like, yes, give me this and that.
I'm eating so much, I won't even have room for dessert.
There's always dessert. Always.
I don't know.
There's a special place in your body that desserts go.
Maybe you haven't ate to the max then. Like, you gotta eat so much, like, where you feel like you're gonna puke.
Yep. And then I'd eat some pumpkin pie or something else.
Ew.
I love it. Delicious.
Wow. Bongi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Wow.
I did not have an opportunity to bet that parlay.
You would have lost.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear. Exactly what I wanted to hear, buddy. Good to know I know nothing about badminton.
Wait, what? You were going to bet on badminton?
Soccer. I think is what they call it in Europe. Yeah. I think they call it soccer over there.
They call badminton soccer.
No, I'm being facetious.
Oh. Badminton could be kind of exciting.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Badminton?
Yeah, it could be kind of exciting in the right, like, athletic context.
Shuttlecock?
Mm-hmm.
Morning, Adam. How are you? Good. Good, thank you.
Although they have it at school as like schools as like sports, and I don't think it's like this way.
Going to King's Cross?
But like, I don't think it's like a real sport. Like,
Oh, this will be fun.
Wow.
I think it's like an extracurricular
Is it
activity, which I think
technology
is
era?
I think
Yeah. Yeah,
Gotta be communicating.
that's all right. You are like something else.
No, just
Someone's talking. I hear a lady talking.
yeah.
Is your friend? Sorry, you can talk. Of course, no, it's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's all right.
it's just
Big time to buy, yeah.
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 I don't know
think
if you're
Okay.
Really
How's
nice
the day been anyway?
here.
Yeah, pretty good. Thanks. Yeah, I think it's a nice day, bro.
Uh-huh.
It's a really nice
Nice
day.
day. It is. It is
Feels like
this.
summer.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, man.
What do you think about technology? You think
I
it's
love it.
taking over?
Nah, look, it is a problem. It's gonna take over the world. Yes, I know, but like technology is evolving so fast. They think too fast.
Very fast.
But AI and all this robot stuff is what you see robots coming up soon. There already is robots, in other places with it. I think they made this woman. I don't know her name is, but she can do facial expressions and talk. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's too much.
You think it's too much to have
No, I love technology. I think it's good,
But imagine, let's say now, instead of having a human to talk to, it's a
robot.
machine.
Yeah. It's weird, but someone talk to you in the machine and say, "Hello, how are you, baby? I missed you." And she's talking back to you, But I don't know, man. It's a bit weird because robots that don't have any feelings or emotion,
But that's the thing. It makes you feel like you have. Look, I show you something.
What do you guys do?
I do this. It's called because many people are scared of the technology.
I'm not scared. It's just that I'm worried that technology gonna take over. It's already taken over the world, but it's gonna take over even more.
So I have this is the unhinged, like the crazy AI.
Yes.
It will understand everything in extreme way.
Yes.
So let's say. What I'm gonna ask, what is the future of technology in less 10 years? And that will give me
what you say?
And that will give me what? An AI overlord shoving microchips up my ass? Look, in 5 years, your toaster's gonna deep throat your dick while reciting tax law. Your phone's gonna jerk you off with haptic feedback. VR goggles bolted to your skull like a goddamn chastity belt. We're all gonna be naked in smart pods, brain hooked to some Elon Cochran supercomputer that's literally fucking our thoughts raw. Humanity's last wet dream before the machines nut, and we all turn into cum rags for the singularity.
What?
Ask anything.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Ask anything.
Nah, I don't know.
So what do you think about the future we have? How long we have until everything goes crazy?
Oh, we got like 3 Tuesdays, 4 Tuesdays, 5 Tuesdays, until the sky catches fire and the rich people start eating us for brunch. Technology, it's already crazy. It's why my dick's got Bluetooth now. Yeah, I can pair with your mom's vibrator. Listen, 3 years tops before the...
So you can have conversations like that
forever.
That's crazy because
that's crazy.
That's crazy.
I reckon. That's really crazy.
But that's the thing. It's no time. It will happen in no time. We didn't see. We're not gonna see it happening. It just will be. When we used to move in my job, like now, used to be around with a horse.
Yes.
When the cars start coming out, the people in the horse were scared. Like, whoa, they taking over now the machines, and we're not gonna need horses. So the horse industry was scared. All the same thing is the cycle, but we evolve that cycle to the next level.
It's too much.
Yeah. But it's good to have that
technology. Yeah, but make sure that the technology doesn't take over us. They try to,
Yeah. Black Mirror.
Oh my god, Black Mirror is fucking crazy, yeah. That show fucking crazy shit. I don't know who the hell thinks about that stuff, huh? Oh my god.
I think it's just focusing on what can happen, the options, and it's so clear that you can expect the unexpected. Yes. So when you create unexpected, that's something that will happen because it's about to happen. Anything that changes, but we're still the same humans. We always do the same.
I know, but hell no.
Where are you from?
I'm Egyptian.
Ah, nice.
Yes.
Oh, I'm Spanish, but
nice.
I had a friend. We always say that we when I go to Egypt. Yeah. Oh my God. Let me get mistaken because I was talking
nice,
to.
It's nice. But you know, you guys get ripped off very easily.
Yeah. Because he's a gypsy. Oh, 1 second, I'll put it.
It's okay, no.
Yeah. It's cool because we always talk about that. Let me see.
And I had to put my hand. It was disgusting. I was validating your experience. It's okay. I thank you, JP, but it was disgusting.
We have not all been.
We've all been there. Oh yeah.
Because that's the idea to have is like we should hang out one day and go to the pyramids and and hang out. It's a different world there, yeah. Like it's
Yeah, it's different. Very different.
But it's historic. I love the history there.
Everyone loves the history.
Now I need to properly.
It's real. It's very real. It's not. It's not made. It's not made up. It was.
I got 90 whatever something.
So where do you recommend to go first?
I have no idea. I've been to Egypt maybe like one time, maybe like 15 years.
15 years. Wow,
Yeah.
Same as with me in Spain. I'm from Spain, so.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I've been there for such a long time.
Mm.
So bad, I know. So I'm gonna go this next year. Sorry, I'll begin next year maybe, but yeah, I actually don't know. But I've been to the pyramids before. I've been to all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But you speak the language there and everything.
Arabic,
yeah?
yes, of course. Yeah, my parents speak Arabic, you know, so like they learned it when they was.
Yeah, I'm scared now because sometimes I call my parents and I get stuck. Like what I'm saying, what was the word? It's hard to find words because we speak Catalan.
Mm-hmm.
Catalan is a bit more different, like more sort of like French, more
Really?
but yeah, it's difficult. I get confused. It's confusing. It's interesting the language, you know. Some words have different meanings and.
Of course.
Well, man, I like your energy. You have positive energy. Good things comes to you, man. You stay real.
Thanks, man. Thanks, bro. Yeah, no, I try to be, as low as possible, real as possible. A lot of people out there, all haters and shit.
That's bad, but it's important too because without the hate, you can't have love. It's just the balance of things.
Fuck the hate, how about that? Fuck that, fuck it. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's part of the ecosystem. It's part of the whole thing.
I know. There's positive, that's negative sometimes.
Absolutely, like it just same when without love, you can have hate. Without hate, you can have love. It's an important thing we have as humans.
Yes.
Without heat, we can have cold. You know, it just.
You got a point. Yes, I see your point.
It's a balance. You just find that balance without going too far in one side or going too little in another one. That's when you go too little. That's when they call people like you're weak. You don't have strength. Like that's why people that goes extreme to the hate is because it's easy to hate. You know, I can hate. I don't know. The guy is wearing a shirt that I don't like it. I hate that guy. You know, like things like that. It doesn't make sense. But people do it. People hate. I hate green because it's things like that.
Yeah.
I have too much love to hate, you know. I love everything because I know love always wins, man. I love the fact that when you love, you improve things, you know. You put love in things, but also in the way to defend hate. When you put hate in things, makes people think like, is it true? You know. But that's the balance of things. You can't go extreme. Some people hate what I'm doing or hate my tattoos or hate something.
Who cares what they think? That's what I say.
That makes you think about it.
It makes you it's their opinion. It's
True.
You don't care about what other people think, but then you have no worries, you know.
That's
so screw you. You know what I mean? Like honestly, because people have, everyone has problems, you know. Everyone has everyone has their own little issues and problems and self-esteem stuff or whatever.
Yeah, but it takes few words to kill someone confident, you know, and that's
it takes a while. It takes a lot. Maybe one or two words just to kill the confidence, you know.
Yeah.
Well, not everyone's a hater, but people they get jealous, envy, and stuff like that. They see someone maybe more prettier or They see someone that has something better than them.
Yeah.
Why they have them? Why not me? Why, you know?
That's what I was saying before. I probably was hating the shit, but probably because I would like to have that shit.
Yeah, I know.
And it happened like that with everyone. They
I know.
They
Like,
hate
you know
me.
what? They have the shirt. They work hard for the shirt. That's it.
That's yeah.
I really want the shirt. I work hard for it. I try to get it. And I get it.
But that's another thing that it takes a process that you work out for that. But some people, once they think without the work, and that's another thing. We make a mistake, and probably we think it's gonna be not good for us to do it, but then we see in some other people are like that's actually good, and that's one thing.
Makes you want of that.
Yeah, that's what creates all of these haters they have. I mean, everyone that is famous need haters so they can create more hype. I could have that, or, you know.
Yeah.
It's interesting world, bro. Interesting world. So you're going to work?
Oh.
Oh. Nice, day off. Today is beautiful, so I hope hope you enjoy it. Have a great time.
Do you live around here?
No, live a bit more south.
Where do you live?
Rockdale.
Oh yeah, not far.
Pretty good.
My family lives like around Lincoln way.
Lincoln, yeah.
Rockdale, yeah.
Next to the Homebush and
yeah, exactly. So.
It's nice. There's a lot of business.
Yeah, there's a lot of business. It's pretty good. We lived there for like 20 years, long time.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work there. I remember working there. It's a bit far for me to go, but yeah, it's Strasfield and everything. Used to drive. It's heaps of work, man. Distance here in Sydney are crazy, you know.
I know.
Nice to meet you, bro. You have a great day.
Okay? You take care of yourself and don't let the robots take over.
Thank you, bro. See you. Did you get asked? It's like 25. Morning, Aaron.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Going to Paddington? Sure. Let me know if it's too cold. I can change it. If it gets cold or hot. Good. Is it? Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I was looking into. I thought it was the entry there.
That's all good.
Let me see if I can get through. It's yeah, around. It's just before the hospital, yeah.
So as you go around onto Neil Avenue,
Mhm.
it's literally just off that street. It's the next one on.
Oh, sweet. Sorry.
That's okay.
I have to stick to the left. To get straight, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have told you.
Oh, good. No, my bad.
I'm
I just
too
take it.
busy trying to sort out with my friend who's leaving the country tomorrow. And
Oh,
he's coming to my place to leave all his luggage.
but leaving for good or?
Yeah, to go back home to Chile.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm close to that process too. I'm from Spain, so
Yeah.
I might have to leave too. That's the thing. I think a lot of people moving and organize is the difficult part. I think organize things is,
He definitely wanted to stay there. Because I guess a lot of people come to Australia like it and they want to stay.
yeah.
But
Paperwork and everything. It's so difficult when visas work and everything is not easy. What's your
I'm
background?
getting everything all sorted as well too.
Definitely, yeah. What's your background?
I'm just Australian.
Ah, yeah.
So English, Irish. I grew up on the Central Coast actually.
Yeah. Newcastle.
No, like
Gospel.
well, yeah, I want to say Gosford, but it's not really Gosford. It's kind of it's called Battle Bay. It's near the entrance.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's nice there. I like Central Coast.
it's actually really lovely. It's nice and laid back.
Less stress, yeah. Way less
Yeah,
stress.
but I guess there's more opportunity in Sydney to do a lot more things. There's a lot more work.
Than from my work, yeah.
Yeah.
But there is more feeling that you have more community, more sense of community. I find the friends there, they really welcoming, very supportive. In the city, no one have much time for it now. It's too fast. No one have the support you can get in places. More less work, but I get more community. It's just the exchange, the sacrifice.
I don't think I'd ever, well, maybe if I was like too old to continue living in Sydney, but I don't think I'd ever leave Sydney to go back. It's kind of like where you grow up and kind of
Yeah.
you grow up there and you don't really revisit it.
It's another thing that I always see it too. That in life we need to move forward. We just move to the next, like almost like a game. You go next level and the next, and you can't go back because it will be a bit of just stepping back. That's, yeah. Sometimes it's important sometimes to step back to look at the picture, the whole picture. But that's when things gets really bad. That it is you can look at the little good details of life because life is little good details. The little details are the best part.
It's good that my sister brings the kids down like this way too, like the nephews and nieces.
Yeah.
You take them out.
It's a good thing. Yeah, it's good experience to have when kid. Maybe they move into Sydney too in the future.
That's true. So, you know,
From Chile.
how much longer do you have on your visas?
So it's my permanent resident, but it's a lot of a lot of history.
Thank you ever so much.
Thank you. I hope you have a great day.
You too.
All the best, Aaron. See you next time.
See you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
It's fine.
crazy. It's Chunk.
Who's there? Who there?
Chunk.
Who that? Oh, hey,
Who that?
You're gonna give me shit about fucking
Hootie.
chips and dips?
Hootie. Who that?
Oh yeah, Pilon. Go ahead. What do you think about chips and dip?
Well, let's talk to our ex-overlords, the Spanish.
The potato situation is important to have some dips. Without dips, you can't do patatas bravas. You know what I'm saying? Without
They're not potatoes, though.
You see, the Spanish overlords. They went and they took the potatoes from South America and they brought them back and they made patatas bravas. Who's the bravas now? We the bravas because they came from our culture. Okay.
They do not.
Who got all the potatoes?
Ireland.
Islander.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you? Excellent. Going to Cheese Week. Today, less than 20 minutes. Let me know if the temperature's okay. If it gets cold, I can change it.
Oh, you're a Baby Yoda fan. Heard you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Taking the car for a service.
Yeah, it's good. They really look after you, you know?
Yeah.
They have a new system now as well. When you drive your car into the place, it takes a 360 photo of your camera of your car, and then it tells you where all your dents are in your car. And then you can ask them to fix it.
Technology is going to, yeah,
It's really good.
it's going to the next level. But now the next one will be AI. That will be driving for you.
Yeah, I know, right?
That'll be next.
Scary times.
You usually take the tunnel?
Yeah.
Yeah, so William Street. Which way is better for you? I always ask just in case. Some people don't like to take maps. So we're going through tunnels, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Western.
that's not good.
Yeah.
Just this time.
So you recommend those cars that the
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you pay for it, but the service is great.
it's worth it.
At the end of the day,
What do you think about electric cars?
I live in an apartment, so it's
How to charge?
charge it. But if I did it, probably
And it's also time consuming because you gotta wait at least half an hour to charge if you're outside and you don't have the charger. So you go north, yeah? No. I think it's straightforward, yeah. Straightforward. Yeah. Just in case. I'm scared sometimes that I made a mistake and people get so upset. Like,
that's not
oh, so check. Yeah. But eventually, it's like we're saying, all the paths takes to Rome. You know, all paths you take will take you to Rome. Like everywhere it takes you somewhere. Because you see now the maps is like disappear. Like it doesn't know because in tunnels doesn't get the GPS. And here people is like, what's that? But eventually just joins. And this time of the day is not traffic. You know, but technology. I believe goes Darling Harbor around. Sorry, that's just all the driving every day. And Because it's the city, right? The bridge.
Anzac Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, this connects the western suburbs with the eastern suburbs.
Yeah.
Here, there's a nice, quick, easy way. You can just keep going straight on.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah. It's faster than it used to.
Yeah, school holidays, you know, that's always about 30% reduction in
Traffic, yeah. Makes a difference.
That's huge.
What's your background?
Assyria.
Ah, nice.
How about yourself?
Spanish. I'm from Barcelona.
Nice. I love Barcelona.
Been there?
Yeah, only once when I was a bit younger. I went to
Barcelona, yeah.
Just big party trip, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also went to Madrid as well. And, really loved the food. You know?
Yeah.
There was a jamón in the airport.
Money very, it's really good. Yeah.
It's like so expensive, but so you can't beat that. You know?
Yeah, the process they go through is a long. Yeah.
If you go on your left lane,
Yeah, to the left.
furthest left lane.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, Money very good, really good. Classic.
And I tried to bring it back.
Difficult.
Yeah, I stopped.
Yeah. It's few I think importers. They import some. It's not as best quality, but they import good jamon.
Yeah, I've had it here. You're right.
It's not the same.
It's not exactly the same.
It costs too much if you have to export and everything. It's too expensive. So they bring. It's like the Italian, they prosciutto.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and easy. You can skip one of the normally there's traffic. But today's pretty good. So
Yeah. It's easier. And the weather is good, so I believe people goes more to the coast. It's on driving this time of the day.
what part of Spain are you from?
Yeah, Barcelona.
Oh, you
Did you know the leaf comes from a king that was for respect people start using it. Same. So if you are from Madrid, you're born to know the left in this one. So the Madrid they say when the leaf too, because everything finished when D or it's a leaf that Madrid, and then you know it's Madrid, born in Madrid. Yeah, so it comes from history, the leaf, which in South America they don't use leaf. They call seseo. It's all with the S. So even if you have a C or C or D, the D is when they're using the D is like extreme Madrid, like really roots of the Spanish history, but the Castellano, Madrid.
Yeah, I really love it. I'm gonna go back next year.
Nice. It's a good place to disconnect. In Ibiza, you go back there, try to find. I don't know if you've been the local. They explain to you how it works. That it cleans your karma.
Yes.
So,
It's good to go there every couple of years and cleanse your soul.
yeah, and it does. It's like a magic island. It really clears your soul, your mind in general. I miss Spain. It's a place that I have to go soon. Probably for Christmas.
Yeah, there's a lot more Spanish restaurants actually on most in the city, like tapas.
Yeah, there's a lot of tapas bar.
There's even one in Hunter Valley.
Yeah,
I went to Hunter Valley about a month ago. Very nice. Very.
because we love wine too.
Yeah, very wine, cocktails. Margarita. It's very
The wine is it's high quality in general. We drink it as it was water, and it gets just like happened here with the coffee too. The coffee, to me in Spain, coffee was just normal like water, but here you have like origin from Arabic origin, Colombian origin. They have one more sweet, and I never go too deep in those things. I always thought coffee is coffee, but I like to see that it actually makes a difference. I'm used to now to have more sweet coffee than
there's a lot of variety around the world. We don't have that much here. Not too much culture in Australia.
but you bring your own, you make the best of everything. Yeah, like I say to everyone, the place, when someone tells me that place is no good, I say it's not that the place is no good. I think that's your perception. You can change it. You bring the party, you bring the peace, you bring the love, So it's the actual person there. Or the moment, sometimes what is around you too, some people is upset and sad, and they have you try to change your people around you and to see the difference.
You can go left here if you want.
Left in this one? Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a cooler there now. Which is
Winter is coming.
it gets hot. So I think when I went, it was July, August.
That is really hot. Yeah. We hit 40s. If the south you go, more close to Africa, the more heat. The heat is. We don't go out until 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. Everyone is inside. You walk around Seville, for instance, and there's no one on the street because it feels like everything is melting. Yeah, it's super hot. So only people go as tourists, and they just regret to going out to those times. You wait until night because we have a very long night life. That we don't dinner until 10 p.m.
Yes.
It's the best because then you have time, and it just it's a habit. You have a little break in the midday, to have a little nap to recover. A siesta. Yeah.
It's the way it should be.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think if they got it right there, they've worked it out. The rest of the world just hasn't caught up yet.
But that's what I see the difference, because it's not possible if you want to be efficient for efficiency. It's not possible because it kills too much time. The efficient way, that's why English is more successful in efficiency, because they don't have that break. They just won't. They have to tick, tick, tick. In Spain, we say mañana, tomorrow. We always say tomorrow.
Yeah, like don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Talk about it tomorrow.
You have to be there. You need to finish the task in one day. I noticed that morning paperwork, bureaucracy is like that. Here, the paperwork, my license, here in one day. In Spain, good luck. Sometimes they lines, and then half of the line they tell people, no, you're coming tomorrow. They close on you. I think things have changed. That was almost 20 years ago. Now I think with technology, hopefully it's quicker. Like you say, next will be just a machine.
It takes the humanity out.
Yeah. It's a really nice area. I like this.
Yeah, I love it. I lived in 2 different places in the area.
Yeah.
Not too far from the city, not too close. Sometimes if you're too close, it's too crazy.
Yeah.
20 minutes in the beach, Bondi.
Next to the water, yeah.
For me, it just ticks all the boxes.
I think it's important to have water next to you.
Yeah. The good thing is where we are, there's water on all sides.
Yeah, because Absworth had the river, the part of the river that connects to. Is it Paramara or?
Yes. Yeah. All the way from Parramatta to here.
It's super nice. Yeah, I like all the connection Five Dock and Drummoy, yeah. It's a lot of European background.
Yeah, lots of Italians.
And we love food. Food is super important for both cultures. It doesn't feel like city. That's another thing. It doesn't have the stress of, you notice the energy is like more relaxed, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted.
It's
I love the city. I love being close, but living in it,
yeah.
I think that after a while, it's too much.
It kind of drains you. I live more close to the city, and it's a bit more stressful. Yeah, we don't get these streets quietness. I have a lot of traffic around. I live next to the highway, so it's stress. But it's good, still good.
Yeah, my friend.
I hope you have a wonderful day.
Take care.
All the best, and see you next time, brother.
Next time, man.
Thank you. Did I exit? No way. That's strange.
We're on like a little spicy bath in her life.
Point it out. Yeah, don't be sticking that up my ass. I didn't mean burning that way.
Well, come do the shit to everybody.
I guarantee you, I will never be anywhere near your ass.
You didn't know that. You guys can't do it. You can't predict
All you have to save me from drowning.
in the
You have to hold me close. It was good knowing you, Dave.
gotta stick your thumb in my ass to save my life.
That's it. And be fucked up. Like a magnet life, but you gotta think it up.
So what if I'm joking? Well, I don't think that's gonna help.
Fuck it, let's try it anyway.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Now,
fucking yikes.
Oh, gee.
Hi, friends. How's everyone doing today? Hey, Kitten, thank you for coming to hang out. Hi.
Yeah. Oh no, I said hi.
Hi.
I'm high too.
Not yet.
I'm getting there.
Oh, yeah. How's
Jeez.
your afternoon been?
It's been good. I was in the studio with SJ watching him do tomorrow's Cannabis Stories episode.
Sweet. Is it a good one?
It's got a good story. Some interesting stuff out of Michigan and California. The California one made me giggle just because it gave me a mental picture.
Yeah, everyone check out Stoner Jesus's stoner stories, cannabis stories, and then review.
He does a lot
Maybe once he unblocks me.
cannabis industry. Wait, who has?
Oh, it goes back. I got unblocked. I got blocked unfairly. Just due to something that was going on.
Oh,
It's
Yeah,
all
we
good.
should
It's all good.
unblock Fab. It's not fair. We like to have Fab around.
if there's a reason, if you can, I can probably get it dealt with.
It deals with the person that's no longer within the space.
Do they have a really big forehead?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I'll deal with it.
Yeah.
Send me a message, let me know, and I can get it dealt with.
Yeah. It was my buddy.
I got you.
Like a fat head, not a forehead. Don't give it. Where's he at? Let's get him in here.
Do you want to slap a forehead?
He is dealing with some family stuff.
Alright, then I won't harass him.
Oh, I'll harass him as soon as he jumps here. I'm in Discord at the same time waiting for him, so.
Tell him to come hang out if he can.
So I'll harass him. That's fun. We've just been setting up some new guests.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Last night when I was telling him that one star I really wanted.
No, I don't think I was.
So I mean, we have all these porn stars, but there's only one. Like, there's one in particular that I watch that I like, and I'm like, dude, I really want her on the show. He messaged her last night. By this morning, she said yes.
Yeah, he does the what
Morning, how are you, Jaden?
Smoking with sinners.
Jaden, yeah.
Yeah.
The Olympic Park.
Check out some of the stuff that then Kitten have been up to. It's
Be
pretty
there
awesome.
in less than 20
I think
minutes.
so far, one of my favorites is still the chick who does.
Let me know if you get call her, I can change it.
No, that's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, with your actual step, bro.
Oh no. Like she dressed up like a nun and bent over.
Thank you very much. You have a great day.
You too. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
You too, Jaden. Thank you. Course, it's wild. No hotel. Yes. Inside the hotel. Seems like that. Morning, Ali.
I'm sorry.
It's good to be always prepared.
Yeah, yeah. What do
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah. International. Let me know the temperature. Okay, if it gets cold or hot, I can change it.
Thank you so much.
We'll be there in less than 20 minutes.
Oh wow, nice and early.
Traffic is pretty good. The school holidays.
Of course, it's school holidays. I thought it would take me at least half an hour.
It's very quick.
Hold on, and I can grab.
Best thing in the morning.
Yeah, facing.
Oh.
But a nice one, not a hotel.
Yeah. It's good to have extra time. Traveling far away.
I'm going back to South Africa.
Nice.
But I was supposed to be there already last night. Yesterday, we got on our flight and we got about 5 hours into the flight and they turned us around
Oh no.
because the satellite communication stopped working. So we flew about 10 hours or just to come back to Sydney. So shame. We've been put up in a hotel and Ubers and all those types of things, which is very nice in winters, but I would like to go home now.
It's good that they cover everything.
Really good, yeah. It's really, really good that they compensated us for the evenings. But, and they've made it quite easy so far, touch wood, so you just got to stay positive.
Always, that's the secret. That's what I'm saying always. Your mindset is what you throw at this, what you get back.
Exactly. So there's also nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
That's the point.
And some things sometimes like that meant to happen because that takes you to somewhere that maybe you've never been in this hotel and you can see more.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I got a good night's rest.
Nice.
Which I didn't get the night before. So I had a good night's rest
and ready for the trip because it's a long trip, yeah?
It's a really long trip. It's about 14 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, so at least I'm feeling fresh.
Yeah.
The day ahead.
Because if you're going tired, I believe that it would makes you irritable and every little thing.
It's just, I was a bit sad, but okay, what can you do? There's nothing you can do about it. My brother happens to be a pilot, so I messaged him when I got back, and he said it's just better. It's like it's safety rule 101. You just can't fly over big bodies of water like that with no satellite system. So
Risk.
I'd rather they be safe.
Yeah,
than
100%.
take a risk. So we are safe. We landed safe and sound, and we're lucky.
Yeah, 100%. You're better safe than sorry. 100%.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
South Africa is it's changing. Yeah, it's more touristic now. I find that I find a lot of information because they do like tours to go and see the sharks and
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, no, it's always been quite big on safari, but I think it's becoming sort of a destination to go and see the cities as well. South Africa is really beautiful. I mean, Australia is obviously very, very beautiful. South Africa is also incredibly beautiful. So there's so many lovely cities to go visit. I mean, Cape Town is stunning, and there's so much to do there.
the wildlife. I think is a great thing.
Yeah, obviously that's a real pull. Shame. Somebody was telling me, another passenger was telling me that there was an elderly couple on leaving to go on their first ever safari, and it's been like a dream of theirs. Shame. So they were going to miss their first day of safari. So hopefully something they were able to sort something out for them. Oh, they must have been so excited,
Yeah.
and then to not be able to make it today must have been difficult. But
In life, have a way to put you in situations, but then they ain't always. It's good if you keep the mindset.
exactly.
Yeah,
So I'm sure they would make a plan to help to rearrange the trip.
definitely, because it's something that everyone is looking for, and they don't want to get disappointed.
Exactly. And they're quite good like that. And also, South Africa is also a gateway to other African countries. So
Yep.
Botswana and Zimbabwe are really beautiful. Mozambique as well. Beautiful coastline. Mozambique, there is just some of it's so untouched and so gorgeous. So
That's
it's a place to visit.
that's the best part of the planet. It's some places that has been not too much in touch. It's almost a magic to go there and see where we come from as a humans.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting way to see it. Just almost discovering.
Yes, exactly. So it's kind of like I like it.
You grew up there, or
I actually grew up here.
oh, yeah?
Because my family's South African.
Yeah.
So yeah. The last time I was back in Australia was 17 years ago. So I've just come back for my cousin and just to see all the friends. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Very, very cool. But time now to go home to my family.
Because Christmas approaching too.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's been a very, very good trip. It's interesting to see how things change, but also everything stays the same.
Oh yeah,
Everything looks the same.
the cycle. I call the cycle that we're going, but it's improving in a way that probably looks better, but it's still the same.
Yeah, it's still the same. It's crazy. Like where I grew up, all the shops, the different shops, but they look the same.
Yeah.
Everything looks exactly the same. So that's really something.
What recommendation to visit there?
In South Africa?
Yeah.
Definitely Cape Town.
Cape Town.
Cape Town should be number one on everybody's list.
Yep.
Cape Town, and then there's a beautiful drive you can do from Cape Town to a place called Next Nicer. It's called the Garden Route. It's just absolutely stunning drive. The Kruger National Park. It's very self-drive there if you want to. There's basic camping. There's also like really lovely lodges. I live in a place called near Durban. That's also a really cool place to visit. It's nice little town. But the major hub is definitely Cape Town. And then start in Cape Town and then go inland and go and see the animals.
So Cape Town have that city life, like the
Yeah. It's vibrant. It's like a city, I would say. I would compare it.
similar.
It's very, very similar to Switzerland. Amazing nightlife, great food scene. It's really, it's quite vibrant and busy and things happening. So it's really cool.
What would be the typical food? Like for instance, in Spain, I'm from Spain, so we have like paella, or we have tapas, like a little. Yes. In Africa, what would be the equivalent of that? Like
Cuisine.
The cuisine, yeah.
Well, because we're such a varied culture. So we've got Europeans, we've got Africans, and within your African cultures, we've got different different cultures. So you've got Zulus and Xhosas and Sutus, so different cultures within a culture.
Yeah.
So I would say your staple African food is something we call mealie meal, which is basically ground maize, and it's ground into like porridge, and you serve it with a stew.
Nice.
So stew and cup is often called. And then you've obviously got your Western influence, so you've got lots of
very good, yeah.
I know, it's really nice. It's quite come to the side love. That's still there. So yeah, and it's really convenient for nothing. But from I texted Marius, yeah, what did the hate say? I want to know. Well, my brother said to me, I texted him as soon as I landed, and I was like, I texted my brother as soon as I landed, and I was like, what just happened? And he was like, it happens sometimes, you know. I was like, how can it just break in midair? And he was just like, he said, you cannot travel around the body of water like that without some of that communication system. It's like safety 101. Rather, it's just I have to do it. There's nothing I can do about it. So I was, yeah. So it was, oh, what is it? It's not scary, is it? Do you think so? Yes. Yeah. Yes. And the nearby airport to emergency land. Yeah. See, so they just said, let's go back. Yeah. Well, can they just, and then they know, fixed it. That's what I'm asking. Is that please just make sure it's fixed. Yeah. Can we not do this again? Because you know how, like, once something like this happens, then everyone in the plane starts talking, and you got to believe somebody's saying something, and then somebody comes back and then tells you something. So the lady next to me told me that while she was waiting, she said the guy said he was on this exact route the last time he flew to Australia, and this exact thing happened. I went, yeah, I went 2 times in a row. She was like, no, the last time. Yes. See, okay. So you might bubble almost without realizing. Is that something that can happen? Yeah, so I must say that because I was sleeping, and then when I heard the captain come on, I was like, why would the captain be? My first thought was, why would the captain be coming on in the middle of the flight? That doesn't happen. It's the beginning and the end. And then he was like, you may have noticed we've done a 180-degree turn. Am I heading back to Sydney? I was like, oh my God. My stomach dropped into my feet. And then he was like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the aircraft, but satellite communication. Ah, where am I? I mean, if that had happened, that would have been an epic sleep. It's just that I would have been chuffed about the sleep if I'd slept through all of that. Anyway, so I'm on my way back to the airport. Yeah, it's literally just the entire day, bright sunlight, and then to turn around and go back and then chase the sunset, like or chase the afternoon, just getting like consistently darker was quite weird. But anyway, I'm back. I'm back at the airport, and we'll do this again. You know, so the contest was quite good on Wednesday. They organised us accommodation in hotels. I had the pick of 2 hotels. I could stay in the Ibis in the city centre, but then I remembered you were like, cannot do an Ibis. So I chose the Novotel in Homebush. So yeah, so I think that was out at Homebush. And you know what? It was like 20 minutes to get here, and it's taken 20 minutes to get today. Yeah. So no, but by the time I arrived, checked in, it was 10 at night. So I just ordered a salad on room service, and I went to bed. By the time I just it was like 11. So it was. I was going to leave the hotel. I was going to go for a wander. Half hour for yeah. So and then they've given us Uber vouchers. So they've been really really good, I must say. So that's great. The next step is just to make sure this flight just carries all the way. I've got 2 very disappointed children. At 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Yeah. Yes, and then I'm going to get a connection. The only problem is with this is that we're probably going to land. I want to say I'm not sure what even time I'm going to land. But if I do the math, it's about 6 o'clock in the evening. On the airline that I prefer to fly, the last flight to Durban is at 7:30. So Grant's looking at getting me a flight at 9:30 because I want to get home. Yeah, exactly. Very, very done. Yeah. But anyway, I've just arrived, so I'm gonna get my bag and etc. But I will let you know.